In this video, we will discuss how the Tulu Collective Housing Project in Guangzhou deals with materiality as a factor for sustainable housing design. Let us start with the notion of comfort. This is a factor that is often neglected in the design of affordable housing. It is important to note that comfort does not necessarily have to be associated with luxury or expensive materials. The Tulu Collective Housing Project is a good example of how designers can contribute to the creation of comfortable spaces using smart design decisions. For example, the materials used in the exterior facade of the circular block are simple hollow concrete blocks and wooden shutters. However, they are used in such a way that it creates a screen to protect the privacy of the household, and at the same time provides a semi-interior space sheltered from direct sunlight while allowing for cross-ventilation. The configuration of the housing units in this residential complex, inspired by the traditional Tulus in the Fujian province, can also be seen as a key factor to create a sense of comfort. In typical affordable housing schemes based on the use of slabs or towers, there's a harsh transition between the private space of the residents and the public space. Instead, in this project, the architects created a series of intermediate spaces, such as the gathering areas in the corners of the square block and the courtyards. These spaces filter the exposure to the public realm and create a space that is more intimate and comfortable for residents, especially for those more vulnerable, such as children and the elderly. In the central courtyard of the square block that is situated in the middle of the circular building, the architects used a transparent combination of steel railings and woven wooden screens. The warmth of the wood adds to the visual comfort of this space and contributes to improve the acoustics because the shutters absorb the sound produced in the courtyard. Landscaping elements are another important aspect to consider when designing sustainable housing. In this project, the bamboo trees planted in the courtyards and the potted plants on the roof garden contribute to the thermal comfort for the residents. They provide shade, improve the environmental quality, and add to a more pleasant visual experience of the outdoor spaces. Now, let us move to another factor that is strongly linked with materiality, namely durability. The Tulu Collective Housing Project integrated reinforced concrete for the load-bearing structure. This durable material will last for many years. It must be mentioned, though, that once the life cycle of the building ends, that is not an easy material to reuse or recycle. On the other hand, the durable hollow concrete blocks used in the outer facade are simpler to be reused or recycled. The case of the wooden shutters and woven screens is different, though. While they can be easily recycled, their durability can be compromised by the lack of maintenance. According to the data provided by the developer, the building is estimated to have a lifespan of 30 years. However, the materials that are used and the construction system have traits that could expand that duration for many years more, if not decades. The main requirement for that to happen would be an adequate maintenance of the building component. In case of this project, some decay is already happening in parts of the facade. In many cases, this decay is the result of neglect by the owner of the building, rather than a problem of poor design or behavior of the residents. With adequate maintenance, the materiality of Tulu Collective Housing suggests that it could endure as an adequate living environment and can house many more generations of residents. And finally, let us analyze how the project includes aspects that have a strong influence on the aesthetic appeal of the project. There are, in fact, many aspects of the design that reveal the architect's intention to provide a pleasant visual experience. The use of colors in the walls facing the distribution galleries of the circular block are a good example. This design feature also helps navigating in the building for the residents and visitors. The distinctive circular shape and unusual configuration of this project can be perceived as a factor of aesthetic variation. It helps creating a sense of identity and belonging, in sharp contrast to many social housing complexes that are rubber stamps of the same block repeated endlessly. Moreover, the hollow concrete blocks in the outer facade create a very unusual pattern that adds to uniqueness and character to the building. To conclude, concerning materiality, we can say that Tulu collective housing includes many features that improve the comfort above the standard of regular social housing. The complex is made of durable materials, but according to established standards of circularity though, the choices were not ideal. It is however a building with an aesthetic quality that attracts attention of anyone walking by and gives the residents a sense of pride.